infinite. Just be happy that the kid ain't been abusing it. I'm a hero or a villain, I still can't decide. Feel like every single thought I've been switching side. Hour, drunk off the power, I think it's part of my vision.
I guess whenever God was ready for me, I was ready. I think that's why he put me in this chair, so I'd slow down.
All the poor and powerless, and all the lost and lonely, and all the thieves will come confess, and know that you are holy.
Today we're going to talk to Brandon Townsend, your client here at Center Point. Center Point is a place for people with drug problems.
I think alcohol and drugs are just a symptom of my problems. But when you take that away, I'm still pretty messed up, and without this program, I'd be dead right now.
I think that's something that normal people don't realize. They see someone who has a drug problem or an alcohol problem, and they're like, well, they have a drug problem.
No, there's a lot of underlying issues. I mean, for me, for the reasons that I drink and the reasons that I use, there's always, things I've never told people that happened to me, things that I went through, waiting to see which one's going to kill you, because you're too scared to kill yourself. Well, I went to treatment for my first time in 2013. I came here for the first time in 2015, then came back in 2016.
So what, you get about halfway, and then what?
Well, I've always made it past the 6-month mark, but I've always, probably like 3-4 months into it, I always end up relapsing. You get clean, I think it's a choice. The insanity part is I knew what was going to happen when I got high. I mean, I knew I was going to lose everything. I knew what was going to happen, I still did it.
And then let's talk about when you were here in 2016. You went home for a weekend?
I just had got restarted, and I was a month and a half into it. I just went MT2. Then I went out on just a day pass from 8 to 6 on a Saturday. I just went out and I was trying to learn how to ride a dirt bike on an amateur track, which I shouldn't have been, and ended up hitting a jump, fell pretty far.
Exactly what was the diagnosis?
I'm a T10 complete paraplegic.
So what, about midway down?
Belly button down.
And what do they say? Are you going to walk?
They give me like less than a 1% chance of walking again, but I think that I'll walk. I think it's a matter of how and when.
So after you had the accident, obviously you couldn't come back from your day pass to treatment. You were in the hospital for quite some time. And then what?
I was in Shepherd Center, which is in Atlanta, for 28 days. And then I stayed clean there, obviously, because I couldn't get a hold of anything. Everybody from here came to see me. They're the only people that really, other than immediate family, they're the only people that really stayed in contact with me and made sure I was all right, which is one of the reasons that, I love this place. But after I got out of Shepherd Center, I already knew what I was going to do. I already knew how I was going to deal with my injury. Wanted to get high until I died. I didn't want to have to face anything. And I ended up ODing and get put in the hospital.
Did you just get hit upside the head one morning and went, maybe that's not the best idea?
Well, after I overdosed, I was pretty scared, but then I still kept doing it. But I don't know, I guess just looking at pictures of my little girls, and it just sucked, because I was being real selfish not to want to live, because I still had them. But I don't know, I think it's just all God for real.
And so you picked up the phone and you called here?
Yeah, I called Thelma.
The director?
Yes. She's always been like a mom to me. She took me right back in. She almost cried whenever I told her about me overdosing. I told her I'd be dead within the next 6 months if I couldn't come back.
And she had you in bed the next day, pretty much?
Yeah.
Do you think that the fact that you're in the chair, how has that changed your outlook with treatment this time?
I'm tired of being selfish and self-centered. I want to be a dad. I want to become a man. If being in this chair is what it took to be a dad and a man, I'm all right with it. I think my purpose is definitely to help other people, whether it's in addiction or alcoholism, or whether it's somebody that's been hurt, maybe been in the same situation as me. I mean, I've been where you've been in addiction. I've been where you've been getting hurt wise. I just think there's a lot of people I can help.
I've talked to a couple of the other guys here too. They say you're a bigger help to them than they would ever be to you.
I see it the other way, but everybody here helps me out so much. It's crazy. And I plan on staying here and trying to give back, because obviously this place has saved my life. Tried to save it multiple times, but I definitely plan on staying in Peer Mentor. But after that, I plan on going back to Louisville and trying to fight to walk again.
What do you think it's going to take to get you to walk again?
God, I know it's going to happen. I've done a lot of awful things, but there's definitely help, and there's people that's been through what you've been through and made it out. It's definitely a solution. I definitely think social media is the best way to get somebody's attention, because everybody's got it, and even if you don't have it, you got a family member or a friend that's got it, and they see something that's going to, you know, they think they should show you, they're going to show you. So yeah, I definitely think that that's the best way to get somebody's attention.
When we talk to people about drugs and alcohol and the problems that that causes, you hear the same thing. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know there was help. It starts with a phone call. It starts with an email. It starts with 2 minutes on the internet to find a place that's close to you. Most of those places are affiliated with behavioral health systems. And then the best thing to do is to be strong enough to make that first call.